Isabelle Basden. I am the research coordinator for the Whale Shark Oceanic Research Center. I've been working here for a couple of months now, and one of my main goals while I'm here is to research more about coral health on Utila, as well as studying a bit more about stony coral tissue loss disease and how it has spread along the island. So stony coral tissue loss disease, or SCTLD, is a coral disease that affects hard corals in the Caribbean. It was first seen in 2014 in Miami in the Florida Keys after the dredging of the Port of Miami and a wastewater facility leak. But since then it has traveled across the majority of the Caribbean and was first seen in Utila in June of 2021. So now it's been here about a year. So stony coral tissue loss disease is a disease that affects around 20 hard corals found in the Caribbean. It's really detrimental to Caribbean reefs because of its high prevalence. So most of the really susceptible species will contract the disease at some point once it's found on the reef. It's also really fast acting and can kill an entire coral colony in just a matter of weeks. It has a really long duration and a high geographical range, so it affects corals for a long time. Since its arrival in 2021, we've already seen a strong impact from SCTLD on Utila's reefs. Some of the more highly susceptible species have already been pretty affected and are really difficult to find. These species such as Meandrina meandrites and Dendrogyra cylindrus have been really affected and sometimes are now really difficult to find alive and healthy on the island. And this has a huge impact on Utila's reefs and just Utila in general. Diving and tourism is one of the biggest sources of income for Utila, and if this disease keeps wiping out a lot of our corals, that's going to have an impact on reef diversity, fish diversity on the reefs, and really could change how Utila's reefs look within the next few years. And this, coupled with the rarity of whale shark sightings that we've been seeing or not been seeing on the island in the past couple of years, really could affect the tourism industry. So one of the really exciting things about getting to work as WSORC's research coordinator is we are now taking an active approach to combat this disease. We have partnered with BICA, which is the Bay Islands Conservation Association, as well as SandCloud, which is one of our funding partners, to treat this disease. BICA has started an Adopt a Dive Site initiative to go out to a dive site and actually actively treat this disease. Stony coral tissue loss disease is a viral and bacterial disease that can actually be treated with antibiotics. So we purchased an antibiotic ointment that was created by Ocean Alchemist, which is a paste mixed in with powdered amoxicillin. We go out to our dive site, which is Little Bite, and find appropriate corals to apply the treatment to. Once we have applied the treatment, we'll return to that site monthly to monitor our treated corals, as well as retreat them if needed and treat new corals. So we plan to continue to partner with BICA and SandCloud to hopefully adopt more dive sites and continue our monitoring, maybe eventually moving to the north side of the island, which can be a little bit more difficult to get to, but is in need of a lot of treatment and help. One of the important things to note with this treatment is that it's not going to completely eradicate the disease. This is a temporary solution to maybe help slow down the disease and its spread, but not completely eradicate the disease. We're still in desperate need for more research on the disease to hopefully stop it entirely, but at this point it's just kind of a band-aid fix until we can have a more concrete solution. As well as doing our treatment, we're also trying to do some research on how the disease is spread. That way we can know for the future to help lower its spread across the island and on other islands as well.